Week 10 picks for the NFL. I have the Arizona Cardinals losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bruce Arians is going to earn that first scripted home win as the Buccaneers head coach against his former team. It is Arians that equals 62. It is Cardinal that equals 62. The Buccaneers are 2-6. They will be 3-6 after playing the Cardinals. Cardinals equals 36. Same thing happened to Adam Gase. The Dolphins won their first game against their former coach. Bruce Arians can get his first home win against his former team, the Cardinals, this week. It would also be win number 62 in the NFL for Arians. Moving on to the Raiders and the Chargers. I have the Raiders winning. The Raiders should enter the Chiefs game with a 7-4 record. Will Patrick Mahomes return on December the 1st? I have no idea. Regardless, the Raiders are going to beat the Chargers. They're going to become really competitive this year. The Raider dynasty is going to be unleashed. I have the Buffalo Bills giving the Browns a 2-7 record. The Lions are going to beat the Bears. The Bears are going to be 3-6, and then the Bears should be 3-7 after they play against the Rams. More to come in Week 11. I have the Lions beating those guys. The Jets and the Giants. The Jets, after a loss, the no-figure league. I've got the Packers winning next week against whoever the hell they're playing. Alrighty? That's first and foremost. Number 2. I've got the Seahawks winning against the 49ers. 49ers will be 8-1 after playing against the Cardinals. Cardinals equals 81. Russell Wilson wins MVP after he wins the game on Monday Night Football. He beats the 49ers. The Seahawks going to win that game. Seahawks will be 5-0 away over at San Francisco. Different story this year. Seahawks win that game. The Rams beat the Steelers. The Rams get the 6th win against Pittsburgh. 6 out of 9. A lot of Joshua coding with that. Jets can beat the Giants. Giants will most likely be 2-8. The New York Jets are going to have a 2-7 record. Daniel, the turnover Jones, is going to be a big turnover machine. A lot to look out for with that. Daniel Jones. It's Jones that equals 18. Will the Jets be 1-8? Let's take a look at Adam Gase's record. It's Giants that equals 25. Got to go with the Jets in this one. Daniel Jones can turn over quite a bit of times this game. So we covered that. We've got the Ravens against the Bengals. The Bengals are the worst team in the league. Chiefs get the win against the Titans. I don't need no numbers for that. Saints are going to win. They're going to win that game. Panthers are going to lose. What's going on with Carolina? Five and 4, and then probably 6-4 before playing the New Orleans Saints, because it's New Orleans Saints that has gematria of 64. So that's what I see happening with the Packers rebounding. Yeah, the Chiefs could go 6-4 after, playing the Kansas City Chiefs, but just a narrative. I've got the Vikings, the 6 Kings, win against them. The Vikings keep up. Everyone wins, and then the big games are coming up in late November, December. Everyone in the NFC. After the NFC North went 0-4 last week. Colts win the game against the Dolphins. Dolphins are taken, so no matter who's the quarterback for the Colts, you gotta take the Colts in that one. They're for sure taken. And the Dolphins had to get revenge against the former coach. So I've made my pick for every single game. I've got the Jets over the Giants, the Vikings over the Cowboys, and you lost, guys. And then New England beats those guys. They beat the Eagles, and the first place is back and forth. So if I get this right, Cowboys are 5-3. Then the Cowboys and the Eagles are tied at 5-4. Do they have to get that big win on Sunday night? May have to do with the gematria of Seahawks. It really does. Regardless, it's still an interesting to call. This game may be the most tricky of them all this week. Vikings going to lose to Dak Prescott. Their fourth loss to Dak Prescott. Ding, 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 ding. Cowboys already won against the Eagles on Sunday Night Football. Do we got to sell the Vikings before they face off against the Seahawks? I think got to ride with Kirk Cousins and company this game, and this will be another game to look at Jason Garrett, once he's inevitably fired after this year.